What is going on, guys? I've got another video planned for you today. In this one, we're going to talk about macronutrients, what they are, how you can calculate them for yourself, and how you can tailor them for your specific needs or goals. Let's get into it. All right, so what are macronutrients? Well, macronutrients, or macros for short, are the three major nutrients that your body needs on a daily basis just to function. So I'm going to tell you what they are and then give you proper examples for each one. These macros are going to be protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Good sources of protein are going to include things like meat. This is going to be your chicken, your beef, your pork, and then any sort of non-fat dairy. As far as carbohydrates, those are going to look like your fruits, vegetables, any sort of grain like rice. And then lastly, your fats. These are going to be things like any sort of oil, like olive oil, avocado, fish is also a very good source of healthy fat, and then also nuts. All right, so I know you're asking, bro, how do I go about calculating my calories? Well, don't worry, I got you covered. Luckily, it is 2024, and there are things that exist online, such as free calorie calculators. I'll drop the link down in the description below. Anyways, so basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna plug in your information, such as your age, your height, your weight, your activity level, and then what it is that you are trying to accomplish, whether you're trying to gain weight, maintain weight, or lose weight. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to spit out basically a baseline recommended daily calorie goal, and then it's going to further break that down into your macros, your protein, your carbs, and your fats. I wouldn't get too wrapped up in the numbers. I know they can be a little bit overwhelming, especially when you're first trying to get into it and make your own calculations for yourself. Everyone's specific needs are going to be different, and they can change all the time. There's no one set, macronutrient goal per person. It's constantly changing. But to make it a little bit easier, if you are going to focus on one of these macronutrients, it would be protein. And the daily recommended protein intake is going to be 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. It's a pretty easy number to remember. So two things that I forgot to touch base on, these are going to be calorie maintenance and basal metabolic rate. Calorie maintenance is basically just the daily required amount of calories that you need to hit in a day to maintain your current weight. A caloric surplus is anything that is going to be above maintenance, and theoretically you will gain weight in a caloric surplus or a caloric deficit. And again, theoretically, anything below your daily maintenance calories, you will lose weight. Basal metabolic rate, this is going to be the rate at which your body burns calories by doing absolutely nothing. Yes, believe it or not, your body does burn calories by doing nothing. Now it is very minor, so you will see no real benefit. I've decided to share my own calculations, so this way you can see how much the macro requirements can change depending on the specific goal. So here we go. Right now I currently weigh 193 pounds. In order to maintain my current weight, I would need to eat at least 2,871 calories per day. However, I am currently in a deficit, so my required daily caloric intake is now 2,621 calories today. How that breaks down is going to be 202 grams of protein, 269 grams of carbs, and 61 grams of fat. Now, on the flip side, if I were trying to gain 1 pound per week, and just to clarify, those calculations were with losing or dropping half a pound per week, but now on the flip side, to gaining 1 pound per week at 193 pounds, I would now be in a caloric or need to be in a caloric surplus. So my calories would bump up to 3,371 per day, and doesn't change a whole lot, but my new protein requirement to gain weight would be 206 grams per day. Carbs would be 449 grams per day, and fats would be up to 96 grams per day. How I keep track of my food and what I'm eating, I use an app called MyFitnessPal. It's an app that I've been using for years now. Used to be free. It is no longer free, but you can still use a majority of the features. You can still track your food, and it will automatically populate all of the nutritional information in your food. If you do know of a better food tracking app, go ahead and drop a comment down below and let me know. And listen, I hope you guys found this video helpful. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.